Welcome to our class Bhagavad Gita. Today we are going to read the Bhagavad Gita, 6th chapter, 34th sloka. Chapter entitled Dhyana Yoga. The sloka is Chanchala hi mana Krishna Rama Chanchala hi mana Krishna Ramati Balvadhadam Tasyaham Nigram Manye Vayureva Sadushkaram. So the mind is how to control the mind. This is a very nice sloka. Arjuna is asking Lord Sri Krishna in Bhagavad Gita, in Dhyana Yoga chapter, that I am not able to control the mind. Arjuna's mind is saying that Chanchala hi mana Krishna. My mind is very chanchal, agitated. I am not able to control the mind. Arjuna is saying Chanchala hi mana Krishna. Chanchala hi mana Krishna. Mind is not able to control his Krishna. Chanchala hi mana Krishna Pramati Baladhadam. Very strong, Baladhadam, obstinate, very difficult to control. Tasyaham Nigraham Mani. So to control the mind is more difficult than controlling the wind. Arjuna says that I can control the wind, typhoon. This turbulent wind I can control. I have so much of power, but I cannot control my mind. Chanchala hi mana Krishna Pramati Baladhadam Tasyaham Nigraham Vayureva Sadushkaram. So our mind is very difficult to control. We are trying in different ways to control the mind, to be peaceful and to be happy, but we are not able to control the mind. Because first you should know that intelligence is above the mind. So under the mind is sense objects and senses. So actually we have this physical body. So above this physical body is the senses, 5 senses. What are the 5 senses? Eyes, nose, ear, skin, touch. 5 senses we have. So above the 5 senses, eyes, nose, tongue, ear and skin, above these 5 senses are the sense objects. The sense objects control the senses. What are the sense objects? For eyes you want to see some form, nice form, and you get attracted to the form. And ears you want to see hear some nice music system, hearing some nice sweet voice. And then nose, you want to smell something very fragrant and nice like flowers. That is a sense object. And tongue has 2 activities. One is talking and one is tasting. So talking, you want to talk with someone in phone or physically someone is always prajalpa, talking unnecessary things other than Krishna is called prajalpa. And tongue also has another activity, that is taste. So you want to taste some nice dish. So this is the sense object. And another last sense is skin, touch. So we want to touch something very nice. So these 5 sense objects are actually controlling the senses. So sense objects are above the senses. And above the sense objects is mind. So mind actually controls the sense objects. And above mind is intelligence, buddhi. And above intelligence is false ego. And above that is our soul. And super soul is also there, Paramatma, Krishna is also there along with it. That is above. So one very nice analogy is given in the Upanishad, in the Shastra, that this whole body is like a rath, like a chariot. So the whole chariot is like a body, and 5 horses are the senses, and the reins of the horses by which we tie the horses and control them, the reins of the horses which are tied is like mind. And above that reins, the person who is driving, the driver is like intelligence, buddhi, and the passenger is like soul. So now the problem is with the mind. Mind is very obstinate and difficult to control. It's going in different, because the senses are going in different directions. 5 horses, 5 senses are going in different directions in search of different sense objects. So we cannot sit at one place. Always the mind is agitated. We want to taste some nice dish. So the whole body will go to restaurant. Just imagine the power of mind and the power of sense objects. So much power just by thinking. You are sitting nicely, peacefully in your house. You have very nice prasadam in your house. But your mind is thinking, oh, I'll go to that restaurant. That dish is very tasty and very nice. So the power of mind is so strong and obstinate that it is dragging the sense objects in the whole body. After some time, you see, after 1 hour, you will be in a restaurant eating some dish. So that much is the power of the controller of the mind. So, and then you seeing also, you want to see some nice movie, hear some nice music system. So if you want to see some nice movie, you are studying for your exam suppose, and you're working something very important, and suddenly your mind comes, oh, this movie, latest movie has come and it's showing something great, so I'll go and see. So this eyes want to feast some nice movie or something and want to go and see some movie. So mind is so strong that your whole body will be there in the cinema theater after some time. So it is someone is controlling, something is controlling. What is mind is controlling. So now your problem, what has happened? That actually intelligence should control the mind, but now mind has become above the intelligence and mind is controlling the intelligence. But actually intelligence should be above and control the mind. But now it has become reverse. So very, very important. Always you should be having intelligence, buddhi, to control the mind. So the buddhi, mind will say, no, today I will not go to the restaurant, because if I go to a restaurant, they will not use proper oil and so much old stuff they will give, and the consciousness also not be good and it will be very dirty. And if I have very nice, good conscious sattvic prasadam, which is offered to Lord Sri Krishna, very tasty and it is very good for health and rejuvenating. And if you go to movie, the mind intelligence should say that, oh no, not going to movie, I am going to waste this much of time and it's a waste of time, nothing I am gained by going to movie, and I'll study Bhagavad Gita, I'll study my studies or I'll work. So with the power of intelligence, you should use your intelligence, buddhi, and control the mind and drag the five senses and sense objects to under the control of your mind and intelligence. The intelligence should be controlling. So above intelligence is the soul. So now very important. Now we can say, no, my intelligence is not working, I don't have so much of power, how can I have so much of buddhi and intelligence to control my mind, it's going anywhere. So you should not let loose the five senses like horses to go anywhere. We should control with mind, subdue with mind and with intelligence and with power of chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. And should not let loose. So Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj has told that every day morning when you get up, you should control the mind. How you should control the mind? You should control the mind by beating the mind with the stick. You should beat the mind with the stick. And in the evening, before going to bed, you should beat the mind with broomstick and slippers, chappal. You should beat the mind so much. With what you should beat? Early in the morning when you get up, immediately chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So the mind will get subdued and controlled. And again in the evening before going to bed, again chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Beat the mind with the broomstick or chappal. So you should always control. You should not let loose the mind and senses to go anywhere. You should always try to control. So how should I do? It's not listening to me. That is, Krishna says in the next sloka, Abhyasena Kaunteya. You should practice. Always practice. What I should practice? You should practice chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. That power will come in the soul by super soul Paramatma Krishna. With the power of chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra, we will get buddhi. Dadami buddhi yogam tam. Yenama upayanti. With buddhi, we should control the mind. When senses will be controlled, the body will be controlled. And what will happen if you control the mind? You will become happy. So practice. Abhyasena kaunteya. Practicing with detachment. Not that I get attached to the sense object, thinking of some nice restaurant or some nice movie and chanting your Hare Krishna. No, you should detach your mind from the sense objects and bring it back again to Krishna, to your work, to reading Bhagavad Gita or chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, to your devotion service. Again, you should get back. So regularly you should practice by detaching from other places. Then why you should control the mind? If you control the mind, you become happy. Simple. So how to become happy? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Chant Hare Krishna and be happy. Okay? Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.